Yeah.
What we doing?
Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation, homie.
Good evening. Grand Rising. To all my overseas brothers and sisters and all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. First and foremost, big up to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. Hey, don't forget to pull them phones out, share with 3 more people, tell them 3 more people to share with 3 more people, y'all. Let's get them in the building tonight, man. What's going on? Secondly, big up to the best moderators in the game. Y'all know who they are. Young boy, my Bucks, Master Teacher Fox, TLS, Preston McKenzie, a.k.a. P-Mac, Club K, get in, Coach Ricky, Gare Bear, Big Frank, Dave, hey, and my big bro, Professor Remo. Oh, and we can't forget about Diablo, y'all. And then my big bro, Professor Remo, bringing up the rear for show. What's going on? Hey, and we can't forget about them queens. We got the First Lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. We got Miss Star Wars Marcus LLC. We got the beautiful Miss Asha Brooks. And last but not least, we got Miss Cece Craven Caroline. I see you, Miss Cece. What's going on, P-Mac? Hey, and don't forget, y'all, to check out Lynn Chicago Pizza, 501 East 61st Street, right here in Chicago, Illinois. Dan Soul Food and Bakery, 2523 West 79th Street, also located in Chicago, Illinois. And don't forget to check out the Urban Lux Cafe over East Monway, 2911 East 79th Street. And we got the cafe where grown folks play. They got slot machines, great bar, 17553 South Cassie, located in Hazel Crest. And don't forget, man, to check out the dock at the House of Health and Wellness, located 1400 Torrance Avenue, Suite 213. And let them know Bearded Conversation sent you, man. Hey, while I get my notes and things together, man, y'all know how I like to do, man. I like to let y'all hear the theme song while I get everything in order. Because, you know, I'm kind of busy here, but hit it.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, man? Yeah.
What we doing?
Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A Bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got a zipping exotic, let's talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leaving in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, worldwide views, we supersonic. Big gangers conquer, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood lovers. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers, off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers, broadcasting live. Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. I am your host, Beard Genghis Khan, a.k.a. the Khan Man. You know what I'm saying? BKA Mr. BGK. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back. for another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. Today is Wild Ass Wednesday, y'all. Man, I hope everybody week been good. I hope everybody week been good. I hope everybody is okay. Hope everybody blessed. I hope it's nothing but good energy in the building tonight. First and foremost, man, y'all know how I like to start the show. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget those 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. One last time, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's things that we live by here on Bearded Conversation, man. With that being said, let's get right into it, man. Before we start conversating, I know a couple of nights ago, man, I forgot to do it, but I don't know. But so listen, y'all, the thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversation are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. Please do not take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work. Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work. Please do your research, man. And don't forget to get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion, because we don't want you going out here starting no revolts, robbing no banks, telling your boss what he can take, how he can turn it sideways, and where to put it. Because as you can see, I'm solo dolo, man, as I've been for the 10 year of my beautiful podcasting career. Nah, I'm just bullshit, y'all. Hey, but speaking of that, man, big ups to my man L Boogie, man, who always out there liking and sharing and doing things in the background for us here, man. And big ups to Roscoe. Again, I want to send my apologies out to Roscoe P, man. He popped up, y'all. I was back here in the back, man. I couldn't hear him, man. So I do apologize, man, for that. I got to make that up to Roscoe, man. And also, big ups to my co-host with the mostest, my little one, AJ. Hey, big ups to everybody out there tonight that's tuning in and watching, man. Big ups to everybody, family, man. Hey, whether your mom, grandmama, auntie, uncle, son, daughter, niece, nephew, grandfather, grandmother, great-grandfather, great-grandmother, whatever, man. Big ups to everybody out there and their families, man. I hope everybody is doing well and living well. And you know what I'm saying, just hanging in there, you know. It's a lot going on out here, like I stated earlier, to keep everybody in their thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations, you know. Again, that's not just our family, man. You know, that's people we're cordial with, people we come in contact with on a daily basis. Like I say, our families, our extended families, and more especially our Bearded Conversation, Bearded Studios, and Bad TV family. You know, our social space, our social media space family as well. You know, it's all about looking out for each other, man. Hey, and like Roscoe say, man, you know, if ain't nobody told you today that they love you, you know what I'm saying? We here on Bearded Conversation, man, we love you. You know, if that makes a difference or mean anything in anybody's life, you know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. You know, like I tell y'all all the time, man, this is my therapy, man. You know, coming up here, being able to, you know, just to give my opinion and relay my opinion about certain things, or just even within reading the articles and we find out things together. You know, the natural reaction and how we respond and interact throughout the chat, man. I love that, man. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Like I say, man, that's the first thing I do, man. All my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, big ups to y'all. Secondly, the moderators, man. You know, not only do, you know, I play my part, but my moderators, man, I appreciate y'all. Just want to let y'all know and give y'all flowers. I done done it before, but you know what I'm saying? It's never a time that, you know, flowers shouldn't be given. You know, it should be sporadic. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in that spontaneous shit. So, you know, man, big ups to my moderators, Miss CC, P Mac, even though sometimes P Mac, I don't know what the hell they'll talk about. Hey, big ups to Professor Remo. You know what I'm saying? When he come in with his life quotes and shit like that, and his humor in the chat. I love that, man. Big ups to young boy Maya Bucks, you know what I'm saying? My youngin'. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure when he hit it. You know what I'm saying? I know he busy in his life doing this thing. But big ups to everybody, man. Just like Master Teacher, you know, he always come in and hit the panel and bless us, you know what I'm saying, with his foolery, you know what I'm saying? And at times his very scholarly opinion. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that as well. Hey, and also, man, big ups to the ones that come in. Because, you know, again, let me say this. This is an open space, open platform, open forum. I'll put the link in the chat periodically throughout the 2-hour publication. So if anybody want to come up, you know what I'm saying, to join the conversation, they got something they want to add to the conversation, or if you got something that you want to promote or push or anything in that nature, you're more than free to come up and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I do put the link in the chat. So again, open platform, open for, or like I say, just get into discussion. Or if you just want to stay in the chat, you can do that as well. You know what I'm saying? But I like interacting with the panel, man, and when the panel come up and when we just shooting the shit. But Maniac Thoughts, my boy, man, big ups to my residential Dominican from the Dominican Republic, Cito boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, with his talking ass, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start calling him Pac-Man, y'all. That's my boy though. That's my boy, man. Cito, my boy. You know, my boy. Hey, and big ups to all the artists and stuff too, man. That be that I be finding and uh helping, get the word out on that I be finding, man, on Bearded Studios. Big ups to all of them. I just hope, that they continue to practice and focus on their journey and shit, man, and be successful, That's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. But anyway, y'all, let's get to some let's get to some weather, man. We got some also, man, big ups to the brother in the background, man. Big ups to the brother that I got up on the screen, man, Fred Hampton Jr. Um, I know you guys probably know about Fred Hampton Sr., you know what I'm saying? Uh, 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 I don't want to call him a civil rights fighter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say they were activists or some shit like that. That's how they like to classify, you know what I'm saying, our melanated brothers and sisters when they doing shit like that for the people. You know what I'm saying? Civil rights. I hate that term. I hate that term. What do you guys think about civil rights? That's crazy. Like that wasn't where I was finna go with this. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna go there with this. But honestly, that's just a question. I'm gonna still go with this what I was finna do real quick because I don't know if people know about this because I didn't know about it. But it's weather report. But yeah, man, civil rights. What you guys think about civil rights? The actual movement of fighting for us and calling it civil rights. Like, am I overthinking it? Am I underthinking it? Am I putting too much into it? You know what I'm saying? Cause civil rights, like for me, it just. But anyway, I don't know. But yeah, Fred Hampton Jr., man, his father was Fred Hampton Sr., brother from Chicago, you know what I'm saying, in his teen years, you know what I'm saying, stood up and fought for certain legalities of other people and was speaking out. Great guy. Great guy. And he was a young man. I think he was really a young man. And he was out here bringing these intermediate organizations together. You know what I'm saying? He was really out here making noise and making movement in the community as far as, you know what I'm saying, bringing peace and as far as bringing some type of change and difference, you know what I'm saying, to our communities and getting us together to fight for a lot of the shit that we still trying to fight for now. You know what I'm saying? And again, they unalive that brother. Listen, just like they do any and everybody that you know what I'm saying, speak up for us, man. They do that. And then it's like, it's like we regress and go back to the shit that we you know what I'm saying, I guess we think we know, or the shit that was cultured towards us to, you know what I'm saying, take hold to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Central US braces for tornadoes and flash flooding. I'm sorry, as powerful storm approaching. So last night, man, I know it rained, but shit, that thunder is like so. Actually, so we had to cancel football practice today because the fucking field, man. Like when I say puddles, like shit, the damn the geese was drinking out of the puddles. It was just so filled with water. Like, you know what I'm saying, we had a severe little, I ain't gonna say severe thunderstorm, but a little thunderstorm warning or what like that. But shit, I think shit is needed, man. You know what I'm saying? The water need to hit this motherfucking clear or something. But again, though, we talking about tornadoes, though. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying, Central US braces for tornadoes and flash flood warnings as storm approaches. So the storm didn't hit and it's still coming, but it's in our area as well. So I think that's why we got some of the little rain that we got last night. So millions of people across large swathes of the United States, from Texas to Michigan, are expected to face heavy rain, winds, hail, flooding, other dangerous weather as a major storm system is sweeping starting Wednesday. So we did get a little hail. Um, it wasn't bad weather. It was real. Like last night or early this morning, it was what it was. But last night I heard it when it started. We got a little hail. It wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't that bad, but in certain areas, these tornadoes, man, I only say that because it didn't take. Yep. So, um, I know PMAC. I know you guys have a lot of tornadoes and bad weathers and shit down there since what I'm saying, we've been communicating, and as I'm looking on the map, but see, but it probably just was probably was more rain for you guys. I'm trying to look at what this legend is showing, because it's, how it's got the different colors and shit. I want to see what this legend is showing. I really can't see that shit. But anyway, yeah. But I know y'all be having tornadoes and shit down there, and bad storms down there. PMAC. So the National Weather Service warned in guidance issued Wednesday that the day catastrophic and potentially historic event will produce a barrage of life-threatening conditions, including powerful tornadoes and widespread flash flooding. Again, it wasn't that bad up here, but I don't know how it was down there for you guys. So the map shows Memphis and Little Rock at a high and moderate risk for severe weather, respectively, while other cities, including St. Louis, Cincinnati, and Louisville, are expected to see inclement um, conditions. So I guess it ain't that bad right up in those areas. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declared a state of emergency ahead of the storm on Wednesday, saying that his state was facing some of the most severe weather threats I've seen. Um, Kentucky, well, our shit wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? So the mayor of Little Rock, Arkansas announced via social media that the city had canceled the weekly test of its emergency warning sirens, telling residents that any sirens they heard on Wednesday will actually indicate an imminent tornado. Like, damn. And where's this at? In Arkansas? Yeah, so PMAC, what's going on down there in Texas, PMAC? Is the weather messed up down there, man? Again, I want to make sure my people's safe. Make sure my people's safe. Miss CC, y'all get a little bad weather over there. And then out here, man, I hate out here because out here in certain spots, when it get the raining and shit like that, man, the basements get the flood and all type of crazy shit. Luckily, our shit don't do that though. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, my basement don't flood. I'm glad of that shit. But that's a lot of damage, structural and foundation damage down there in that basement, man, when that shit get to doing that. P Mac, you still there? What the weather looking like down there? Where you at, P Mac? P Mac always talking about something. She said we had storms yesterday, but they weren't really bad, just a lot of rain. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's about all that happened up here too, Miss CC. That's about all that happened up here. But we can never be too careful, man. You got to check on our peoples, man, because I know PMAC always got some shit going on down there. Our heavy rain too, but that's about it. Yeah, yeah. The same shit that was up here. So at first I thought it was hard, heavy rain until I'm like, damn, because the shit kept hitting my window. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then I go outside, that shit's got to smell. I'm like, oh no, this ain't Cause sometimes, man, I'm still a big kid. I know we all are. Hey, I like to stand in the rain sometimes. When the rain coming down hard like that, man, just going out there standing in the rain, letting the rain beat you up. Oh man, and coming back inside, that shit feel good sometimes, man. Most definitely that shit feels good. You know what I'm saying? I remember doing that as a kid, as a shorty, man. You know what I'm saying? Running outside in the rain. But shit, they doing so much bullshit now, y'all. Shit, I don't know if I want to stand in the rain no more. That rain dangerous that out there, man. Hey, I seen some shit. Speaking of that fake shit, I seen some shit, man. It was in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how true this is, y'all. I ain't don't know. But I seen some shit, man. This man did a video. He was out in the middle of nowhere with their ass, and they made this big fake ass cloud, and it went up in the sky. And next thing you know, I listen. I don't know if this is true, but it was raining. Like, man, listen, listen. I ain't standing out in this rain no more unless I got to be out here. Other than that, I ain't saying all rain like that, but I'm just saying, you know how they speak on that the shit about manipulating shit and all that other shit. I ain't gonna speak specifically towards it, but y'all know what it is. But anyway, moving right along. Hey man, y'all remember when we talked about the Skyway Bowl, the historical black bowling alley, the first black bowling alley in the country of the United States of America, the first melanated bowling alley ever. So, and this is a good thing, man. So it says Skyway lanes will stay open after Chicago and step up to save the city's last black-owned bowling alley. Hey, man, that's a blessing. Hey, listen. Big ups to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that donated to the cause, that helped the cause to keep the Skyway open. Hey, I actually grew up in the Jeffrey Manor. Well, part of my life was spent in the Jeffrey Manor area. So, and I was a frequent visitor of the Skyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good place, man. It was secure. I never felt endangered up there. I never had a run in or heard of any, you know what I'm saying, too much, nothing happening up there. So big ups to the Skyway Lanes, man, for keeping their doors open. Let me get into this article a little bit. So Skyway Lanes has raised over 16,000 and is now regularly booking out its alley as neighbors plans to keep the far south side last bowling alley open. Hopefully, man, we can keep this going and participate more. So if anybody out there in Chicago, Diablo, what's going on, my boy? Hey, anybody out there, Diablo, man, we need to get our ass and go bowling one night, man. I'm gonna have to do the show live from the Skyway or something, man. We need to go bowling, man. Just how me, you, Roscoe, man, whoever else in the city out here, man. Let's go support the Skyway. You know what I'm saying? My sister said they high as hell, but see, but and it's reasons for that, you know what I'm saying? But we need to go support them, man. Skyway Lanes, they done raised over 16,000 and keeping their doors open. He say, let's do it. He in. Let's see, that's what I'm talking about, man. So yeah. We gonna do our part, man. And, you know, I ain't saying I'm gonna be a frequent visitor, but I'm gonna get up in there and try to, you know what I'm saying, bowl up there sometimes and maybe throw an event. You know what I'm saying? Shirley Crowsley celebrates after bowling the strike at the Skyway 9915 Torrance Avenue in the Jeffrey Manor on March 31st, 2025. So this was the other day. So yeah, man, and the place looked vibrant. It looked like they got it remodeled. It looked, you know what I'm saying, fresh and bright. I want to get up back in there, man. And then my homie Jeffrey used to bowl up in there, like in the last article. So I'm gonna get up with him and see if he's still in the city, man. And ask him if he want to meet up, man. Let's get out here and bowl, man. Yeah, let's get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Fox, if you watching Fox, let's get up. Let's go bowling, man. I know, but out of matter of fact, though, Fox just went bowling, but it wasn't at the Skyway. But I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind going again. So it says it was barely past noon Monday, and Skyway Lanes owner Bermuda Hill Corley was already busy passing out bowling shoes, answering the phones, and hustling between lanes to keep a youth group of seniors league rolling along. Foot traffic at the Skyway Lanes, 9915 South Torrance Avenue, has been almost nonstop since Hill Hurley declared the 36-lane bowling alley, a Southside gathering space since the 1950s, was at risk for closing. Hills Curley took Block Club told Block Club last month that the family business has lost many of its bowling league after the pandemic, while the property tax assessments more than doubled last year at the historical 3,500 square foot bowling alley, which is in need of costly repairs. As bowling league and other communities gathering spaces have dwindled, more than over 100 Chicago bowling alleys have closed since the sport's heyday in the mid 20th century, 1900s, leaving Skyway Lanes as one of the only three left on the south side in the city's last black-owned bowling center. Bowling operators have told Block Club, their properties are now often more valuable than the businesses on them. So, And I get that, see, and that's why not only owning the business on them, a lot of people need to start owning their own that land, that plot of land, you know. So man, we don't know this. Just own that physical building. They can knock that building down and buy you out and do what the fuck they want to do with the land. You know, we need to learn how to get into learning the land and controlling the land. So even if she was to shut her bowling alley down, you see what I'm saying? That's why it says that bowling operators have told Block Club that their properties are now often more valuable than the businesses on them. So if you don't own that land, if they close that bowling alley down and knock you down and move you out or whatever the case may be, or if you can't afford to upkeep it and then open it up, like they're not gonna keep a fucking building on that land and on their property. That's not how it works with the city. And then you paying taxes on this shit that you can't really do nothing with. They're gonna tear that shit down and they're gonna put some other shit up there. So when we get into buying property, man, we need to own the plots of land that shit is on. So guess what? If we close that bowling alley down, we can have investors or other people that rehab or rehabilitate or whatever the fuck. Somebody want to put a shopping mall or some shit like that. You might run into running them type of fuck. Yeah, you guess what? You can rent my land. You can't buy my land, but you can rent my land to put that whatever you need on there. So that way, guess what? I still get paid from my land because you want to develop on my land. I'm not gonna sell you my land, but I'll partnership with you so that I can get a percentage out of what I'm saying, what's being put on my land. A lot of times, we didn't get deep and in depth the other day into conversation about the actual financial literacy and economic development understanding as far as things like that. But these are some of the things that we're talking about. When I was speaking about the technology and learning how to using the apps and making the apps work for you, it's a lot of things that we don't know and don't understand. So again, like I said, when I was on that other panel and they said we don't understand economical development. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that the bowling alley has that issue or that problem, but I was just reading what the article say, man. The properties are now often more valuable than the businesses on them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of developers are coming up. And these developers buy this land and they put all this shit on this land. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? They own the land because they buy the land. So then not only are they developing on the land, they're buying the land to develop on. So they getting it back double fold. You know what I'm saying? Triple fold. Because even if whatever they put on the land fold or don't work out, guess what? They still got that land for other people to come on and bring their ideas and bring their buildings and bring their ventures and shit too. So it works out. It's a process, man. We got to get it together, man. Listen, business. Hey, understanding business and knowing business and getting into economy, economic development, man. We need to send our kids to school for that shit. That's what we need to do. So here, Corley set a lofty goal to raise 1 million through a GoFundMe. I'm sorry, in a last-ditch effort to stay open. Since Block Club reported last month, she raised more than 16,000 in a small donation and has booked out the bowling alley on most days since. Everything from large company outings to birthday parties. Skyway lanes will stay open, and here Curly recently hired an event planner to manage the new demand. The article created a viral effect, Hill Corley said. I feel relieved. I'm beyond energized. The community, local organizations, nonprofit schools, the people are reaching out for the events and social gatherings that will continue to create the next generational of love flowing through this center. And I hope, man, we had something to do with it. I hope we had something to do with it. I hope some of the people who watched our show, man, the few that we do have, man, I hope that it reached somebody that was out there helping them get this shit together. Organizers with Brightpoint, an Inglewood-based non-for-profit that matches youth to jobs and programs, bought a yellow school bus full of kids to Skyway for a bowling alley on Chicago Public Schools off day Monday. We saw the news coverage of the bowling alley struggling to stay afloat, said Marlo Passamore, a program director at Brightpoint. Places like this that are readily available to our residents in our community, you want to make sure these type of establishments stay open. Like, because we don't have a lot of community centers anymore. You know what I'm saying? We really don't have a place for kids to go, to sit down, to network, to learn, to build, to play games, to just socialize and learn life lessons. You know what I'm saying? We really don't. That's another reason why I'm looking for my building for HBY, because this is some of the things that I want to bring: a safe place, a comfort place, a place where you can come and know that you're gonna be all right no matter the fuck what. You know what I'm saying? Inside of my doors. When you come here inside of these doors and these doors close, you want to feel safe. You want to feel secure. You want to know that nothing's going to happen to you. Even if you come in there for conversation, even if you come in there to laugh or to just fuck around, to just know you in a safe place where you can be around people that you know that's going to protect you and that's not going to think some other shit about you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have those places anymore. No community center. Yeah, we got the Y, but the Y, and then, and don't get me wrong, we had the YMCAs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That was out. Big ups to the YMCAs. But then you get like the Boy Scouts type shit. Man, nobody want to do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we don't, but it's just so much bullshit attached to it. Nobody want to do that no more. We can't go to the churches and them type of conventions and shit no more. It's just too much going on. So it ain't really too many safe places. And again, I know it's just a bowling alley, but just being able to go to a bowling alley, they might have arcades to play. We can get us something to eat, just a place to hang out. Like back in the day, these were places to hang out before we had movie theaters and malls and a lot of the shit that we have now. You know what I'm saying? These were the places to be. You know what I'm saying? Go get your milkshake shit at the bar, get your burger, play a little bowling. These was the places to be. These were the things that kept us, you know what I'm saying, comfortable. These were the things where that was fun and exciting to us. You know, and don't get me wrong, man. I just don't know how to bowl. It is fun going bowling, especially when you're being competitive. But I'm just me personally. I'm not a big bowling person, but that's something that really affects the community. Especially not only that, it's by being a melanated, the first melanated bowling alley man in the country of the United States. In the article that I read, remember y'all, and I didn't even know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. That's crazy. But now I'm glad that they get into business. You know what I'm saying? So they can keep going, man. But that's what's happening. So a few lanes down at Brightport, young membership Erica, Na, and Akira takes turns trying to bowl backwards. A Monday Senior League served up Shirley Crossley 87 through a stroke rolling strike with a professional touch of a spin. It says, Crowsley wasn't surprised to see the community step up to save the Skyway. This is the only bowling alley left in the area, Crossley said. I've bowled at every house in Chicago, but when the winter times bring bad news, I don't like to get on the expressway. Coming here gives us something to do. So again, the convenience, because y'all, it ain't a lot of bowling. When you want to go bowling, you got to go to Dalton Bowl, or you go down out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it to where the white folks at in bowl. You know what I'm saying? For Skyway to be inside of our community, a bowling alley that's inside of our community, because we don't have any movie theaters inside of our community. We can't do that, or really no major malls inside of our community. We have to go out for those type of shit. So something like a bowling alley, and it's sad, I guess, because we really not into bowling. And I told y'all this. One of my bros, he's a bowling teacher at Morgan Park, and he was telling me about how it's so much money in bowling as far as scholarships to bowl and things like that. But a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of our youth, we don't like to bowl. We don't get into bowling. We don't do that. See, though, boy, what's going on? We don't get into the bowling. So again, it's a lot of scholarship money in bowling, man. Get your kids to get into the bowling, man. That scholarship money. And again, like the lady say, man, I don't want to get on the E-way in the wintertime, man. To have something in the community that's just right there. And I'm not trying to sell it or big it up or nothing like that. But again, well, I am, but I'm not to a point. But again, I'm fucking with the Skyway Bowl, man. I used to be there. So Michael L. Jordan, a former engineer who bowls while wearing two Carabiners clips of keys, he's grown used to carrying around from his working days. Brought a group of friends to Skyway on Monday. Jordan has several perfect 300 games to his name and flashed a smile at the thought of picking up more at his to-go place. That's what's up. This is the only bowling alley I know on the South Side, Jordan said. And that's true. That's what I was saying. Hill Curley says she'll use the first batch of donations to smooth out the year's worth of potholes in the building's parking lot. She's hoping to raise more money to remodel the restrooms, the front counter, replace floors, and buy new bowling shoes for the house. But the tidal wave of daily support is enough to at least keep the doors open. I'm just happy the community took took this so seriously. I'm sorry. Hill Corley said, their support is unbelievable. I never thought that it would be this. It has exploded. The bowling alley on the site of the former church has changed hands 3 times since it opened in the 50s, Hill Corley said. I never knew that neither. Her father, Johnny Hill, a former political operative who invested in the neighborhood's businesses in his last years, brought the bowling alley in 2009 from the late Jacoby Dickens. Dickens was the owner of Seaway Bank. I didn't know this, y'all. So Seaway Bank, the bank in here in Chicago, for all my people that's in Chicago, see, we learning. We learning, we getting a history lesson. Let me read this again, y'all. So for the people in Chicago, we getting a history lesson. So her father, Johnny Hill, a former political operative who invested in neighborhood businesses in his latter years, excuse me, brought the bowling alley in 2009 from the late Jacoby Dickens. Dickens was the owner of Seaway Bank, once the largest city's black-owned bank, which invested in black communities when others wouldn't. I need to find out what happened to Seaway Bank too, because I think they closed down. So it says when Hill died in 2015, Hill Corley, a former IBM employee, when Hill died in 2015, her father, Hill Corley, a former IBM employee, took over the bowling alley with the help of her husband and 2 children. It has been the last business her father held on to. She promised him she'd keep it. So anything, with the kids probably doing their own thing, and then the husband about just as old as she is, so they probably working but now this is where the generational wealth comes in, because this got something to do with that. This is where we train the grandkids or other family members, and we get them into this, and we show them that this is a family business and how lucrative it can be, and buy into it. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to sell the shares in partnership to the family. You know what I'm saying? The family who we know going to take this serious and who really going to get down with it, because this is a business, man. We gotta, that's why I say, man, we gotta direct our kids towards this economical development and towards this business minded mindset, because it's fucking needed. Her her neighbors have come to help. I think the community realized that the place is our pillar, she said. Crossley has been a happy customer for 2 generations of the Hill family. Johnny Hill was a person Crossley said he wanted this house packed. You know what I'm saying? So, man, big ups to them, man, and big ups to all the people that supported the Skyway Bowl. I remember when I read that article, and I'm glad to, resurface and retouch back on that article, and um, they doing good. I mean, 16,000 ain't that million, but man, like she say, look, I'm gonna take some of that money, man. I'm gonna work out the potholes in the parking lot, see if I can get that repaid. And with the door staying open, man, be slowly but surely. But listen, if we got any contractors out there, man, um, anybody out there, man, that that can probably do some work for some donations, man, let me know. Hit me up. Especially all my people that's in the Chicagoland area, man. If we got any contractors that's, maybe got some extra material, um, that can maybe probably do some free work or do some pro bono work, and maybe still probably charge a little bit for certain things. But if you got extra material, if you can go over there and help do certain things and spruce certain things up, hey man, that'd be greatly appreciated, man. That's a community staple, man. Big ups to Skyway Bowl for staying open and keeping their doors open, and big ups to the community for coming to show out, man. Big ups to the community and those personal individuals, man, that came up to show out, man. Big ups to those people, man. Again, man, let's get a community, man, the Skyway Bowl. We know how to stick together. We know how to stick together, God damn it. We know how to come together as a people and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. Unity, man. Unity, man. That's what's up. I feel good now, y'all. I feel good. Hey, we was talking about cash apps and all these other apps and all these other financial institutions and shit. And then I think I was telling Fox about Zelle, because I heard something about Zelle. So Zelle used by 150 million shuts down its app. And that's crazy because a lot of Zelle is used to certain banking institutions. And that's how, so you can't really, and Zelle is used through the banks to actually transfer your money. Cash App, you can't do that. And I think Chime is like a bank itself or some shit like that, an online digital bank itself. So and like, I know Fifth Third, fucking Bank of America, Chase, you know what I'm saying? They use Zelle to transfer and send money out. But I heard people were supposed to be getting a lawsuit against Zelle because when you send money, it used to just allow you to send money, and if you send money accidentally to the wrong, something just like Cash App, you couldn't get your money back or you couldn't get in contact with nobody or some shit like that. And now it has that alert. Like if you sending something through Zelle, it lets you know, well, you know what I'm saying, you ain't never sent no money to this person. This is the first time you sending this money. Are you sure you sending this money? Now it gives you that, where at first it didn't. So now I think it's a lawsuit because they weren't warning people or whatever the case may be. But I don't know if that's what's going on in this article, but we can touch on it a little bit. So one of the biggest names in digital banking has officially shut down its app, sending millions scrambling to make sure they have ways of sending money. See, that's what I'm saying, because a lot of times banks, you can transfer money from your Cash App to your bank account, and if you got money in your bank account, you can use your Cash App, but you can't transfer money like that. I mean, you can kind of sort of in a way, but I guess Zelle was I don't know. Mm, I don't know. And then a lot of people ain't really feeling Cash App no more. I know a lot of people that shut their Cash App down for whatever various reasons. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people now want cash and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But so again, sending millions scrambling to make sure they have a way of sending money. Zelle, which has 150 million customers in the U.S., will no longer allow users to make payments through their standalone app. Hmm. It says the company initially warned users their app was shutting down its payment services on October the 31st, 2024. And on Tuesday, that change went into effect. Damn. Um, I wonder if that's everywhere. And then what's crazy is a lot of people, y'all, that I was talking to about the Cash App and shit, that was saying they don't do the Cash App. Everybody was like, we Zelle, we do Zelle, this, and they thought it was more safer and shit like that. I know a lot of them people's getting pissed off right now. Pissed off right now. And then, I don't know. I don't know how this shit gonna work. I don't know how this shit gonna work. So it says, although millions of Americans use Zelle to pay their rent, pay bills, and send money to friends and family, the company noted that only 2% of these transactions take place on the standalone app itself. So again, although millions of Americans use Zelle to pay their rent, pay bills, and send money to friends or family, the company noted that only 2% of these transactions take place on the standalone app itself. So meaning, oh, so I see what they saying. So the app Zelle, so the actual app itself, you can't use the actual now. Okay, now I'm getting it. I'm guessing they're saying that the actual app itself, downloading the actual Zelle app itself, you won't be able to use. But if it's attached already with inside of a banking institution, you can still use it that way. Even though it didn't say that yet in this article, but now I think I'm picking it up. So the vast majority of users actually access Zelle through their bank. See, that's what like I was saying, through their bank, which led the digital payment giant to decide it was time to cut their app. Oh, because the bank is cutting in on a percentage of their fucking money because people ain't using the actual Zelle app itself no more. That's what this shit is about, y'all. The light bulb that went off, man. This shit is about money. Okay. Okay. Mm. And again, hey, I'm not sure that I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just saying. But I don't think this is gonna fuck up too many people again. Cause like I say, most motherfuckers use do their banking and like how I was explaining. So I thought it was attached the same way. So they just gonna cut out the app. But again, so now are they going to see? Well, here it goes. See, now it's a different game. It's a different contract now, because now do these banking institutions has the right to use that Zelle app on their banking institutions? Or now are they finna go in and restructure and renegotiate a different contract for these banking institutions to be reliable for sending in and affording money out and accepting money through Zelle? You know what I'm saying? I wonder what type of policies or whatever they're gonna have with that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty. Listen, y'all, shit finna get interesting. Shit always get interesting. We talking about Trump, and listen, and I don't want to say Trump and Elon. This got Trump and Elon written all over it. I'm not finna say that shit. This is just a battle of institutions with decide themselves. So, you know what I'm saying, these are things that we need to be privy to and knowing and looking into and discussing, because again, but again, like they say, it only affects 2% of transactions because a lot of this shit is done through the banking institutions. But again, now if Zelle decide to get some balls and be like, well, look, and we don't want y'all using our shit. You know what I'm saying? Then how that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? If Zelle do that. Let's keep reading. Zelle launched in 2017 with the backing of 30 banks operating in the U.S., including the Bank of America, like I told y'all, J.P. Morgan Chase, like I told y'all, and Wells Fargo. As of 2025, 2,200 different banks and credit unions in the U.S. offer customers the ability to use Zelle through their own banking app, accounting for 98% of the company's financial transactions versus the 2% who actually use the actual Zelle app by itself as a standalone app. With the writing on the wall for their underused app, Zelle told anyone still sending money directly through the company to immediately sign up for their bank online services, which will continue to work with Zelle. Okay. So in October, Zelle officials said that the blog post, this change will not impact the vast majority of consumers who use Zelle to send or receive money. To their point, the process has become incredibly convenient for those sending money through Zelle using their banking app. The feature even allows people to easily send money by scrolling through their phone's contacts. Right. If for a person that ain't never use Zelle, that's what you got to do. Find a person that you want to send the money to by their number or their name. Boom, 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 boom. I'm pretty sure you guys know. So once you log into the banking app, whether that's Chase, TD Bank, or any other institution, customers will see a Zelle logo somewhere on the screen, giving them the option to send money or make payments. Once you tap it, the smartphone contact list pops up, eliminating the need for writing down long account numbers. If the person you want to send the money to has an email or a phone number sitting in your contacts registered with a bank, you're all set. Zelle and your bank know where the money is headed. If the person receiving the funds hasn't signed up for Zelle, they'll receive an email or a text letting them know they have money ready to claim after signing up. Users of the app will continue to be able to access it, but the app will be dedicated to consumer education about scams and fraud and provide a list of more than 2,200 banks and credit unions that offer Zelle, the company explained. So basically, the app now is just letting about fraud and shit like that, and saying, and then let people know that you can use your banking institutions to send money. So, but a lot of people don't even have bank accounts. So and that's crazy. Since 2017, Zelle has become the go-to peer-to-peer payment system in the country, even as they compete with their rivals Venmo and Cash App. I never used Venmo. I use Cash App quite a bit, but I never used Venmo. Just never got into Venmo. I don't even know what Venmo is. I mean, I know what it is, but I just never got into Venmo. Last year, Zelle possessed over 1 trillion in payments across 3.6 billion different banking transactions. It's a 28% bump over Zelle 2023 total of 806 billion processed. In 2023, Venmo only processed approximately 270 billion, and Cash App came in at around 248 billion. It was a lot of bullshit going on with Cash App too, because I think Cash App is actually the more popular. But again, like I said, a lot of people don't have bank accounts, which is baffling to me. So I know a lot of people that when they get paid, man, they go straight to like a check cash in place or the currency change. I'm like, damn, you ain't got no bank, just take that shit to the bank. Or a lot of people don't like waiting for their money. They say they want their money right then and there. But then I'm like, well, if you take your money to a bank, you ain't got to pay them little fees and fines. But they like, fuck it, I'd rather have all, you know what I'm saying? They can pay that little shit to pay me now. But fuck it, I'll wait them a couple of days. My little money, you feel me? And then a lot of companies out here, man, which is crazy as hell, don't even offer direct deposit. I think that's fucking insane too. Like, how you don't offer direct deposit? Like, just pay the fucking insurance or whatever the case, or how the employees pay for it. Yeah. Because direct deposit, That's crazy out here nowadays, man. People want direct deposit. So the biggest advantage of the digital platform has maybe its focus on direct bank to bank transfers without holding your money in another account on the app. So meaning like the app will hold your money. Um, because it's not a banking institution. So if your money was just there on the app, it's inside of that app, and if anything went wrong in that app, it's crazy. At least if it's that app is connected to the banking institution, it's insured. So if you send your money somewhere wrong, you can always dispute it or go to the bank and be like, I ain't mean to do that, or I made an accident or some shit like that, and you can cancel that transaction. Hopefully, if you catch it in time. So it says with apps like Venmo, the money someone transfers to your account first lands in the Venmo wallet, where it can take up to a few days to process before it shows up in your actual bank account. However, you can send that money faster if you pay a fee or an instant bank transfer, like even on Cash App. They do that too. They process so they can get a little piece of the change because even though the app is free, they still got to make money. You know what I'm saying? That's how they make their money. They take their little twos and fews out the top for processing and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So Zelle, and on the other hand, does not charge extra fees to move your money instantly. So right. So especially if you're doing it through the banking institution, because you're sending it straight to the bank, you're sending it straight to an account versus, sending it to an app and then having to transfer it out the app into account. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. And again, so I don't. So again, I was speaking, just openly and freely. So I don't think this is a case of Zelle. Challenging the banks for using they shit or nothing like that. I just think it's a case of, saying the app wasn't like they say it was only like a 2% of standalone transactions made on the app itself. So they decided to just cancel the app. And then again, you got to pay for that app, man. That shit that takes money to run that app. It takes maintenance to run that app. So I understand if you can just cut down your cost a little bit, and just have it using it inside of the banking institutions. That's a hell of an idea. And also, mm, and that's what I'm talking about. See, and even with that, so even shutting the app down, how many jobs do you guys think that's lost from the app being shut down? Like for the people that's maintaining the apps and customer service and people and shit like that you call, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people shutting that app down. I don't know. I'm just saying, but again, that's ways to make cuts and save money. There's a lot of ways out here to make cuts than what the fuck Trump and Elon and Elon, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Foul as hell. But that's life in a nutshell, man. Moving right along, man. I got some bad news out here, man. Some bad news, man. We got some more some infamous shit. So a man killed the mother of his child outside of a daycare as as horrified children look on. This is crazy, man. We this fucking ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Crystal Walton had just dropped off her children off at a daycare center when her ex-boyfriend shot and killed her, prosecutors said. Mm, mm. An Indiana man convicted of fatally shooting the mother of his infant son outside of a daycare facility has learned his fate. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Orlando Mitchell, 35, was sentenced to 66 years in the Indiana Department of Correction for the 2022 murder of his ex-girlfriend, Crystal Walton, 32, online court records show. This is ridiculous, man. In February, a jury found Mitchell guilty of killing Walton on September the 6th, 2022, outside a charity child care in Indianapolis after deliberating for 90 minutes. Reports. After deliberating for 90 minutes, CBS 4 Indy reports. He also was found guilty of invasion of privacy. Authorities say Mitchell hid outside of the facility, waiting on Walton to show up, running up behind her and open firing 7 times around 7:30 a.m. as he headed back to her. My goodness, man. As she headed back to her car after dropping off her son, he fled the scene. In a probable cause affidavit, authorities allege that the body camera footage of Mitchell arrest shows him saying, "I shot that bitch," as well as, "I shot that bitch in the face." What the fuck, bro? Mitchell Walton in front of multiple witnesses, including children, police said. What's wrong with people, man? Walton had attained a protective order against Mitchell when he killed her. Court records show. So he wasn't even supposed to be around us. She told police, she said she was afraid that Mitchell would kill her, according to court records. And come on, man. About a month before Mitchell killed Walton, he threatened to kill her and himself in a murder-suicide, his mother told police, according to an affidavit. So the mom, and even the mom has got involved and told the police what's going on with her son and told him that he might be a little bit off his rocker, man. His mother alleged that Mitchell was upset about not being able to see his 1-year-old son. The affidavit says if he couldn't see his son, she wasn't going to be in his life either, the mother told police, according to the affidavit. Mitchell was arrested after being shot by police during a standoff wherein he refused to drop the rifle he was pointing at officers, court records show, according to WRTV. Walton family is relieved that Mitchell was convicted, CBS 4 Indy reports. Her father, Christopher Walton, told CBS 4 Indy that he is still upset that the tragic way she was killed. She didn't stand a chance, and this creepy predator violently and viciously attacked her, Walton said. CBS 4 Indy reports. Mitchell legal troubles are not over. He is also facing murder charges in 2023, death of Marion County Sheriff Deputy Don Drum when he tried to escape the Marion County jail. See, what the fuck? The case is being tried separately. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty for Drum's death. Mitchell's attorney could not be reached for comment. So this motherfucker then tried to escape jail, killed the deputy while he was in jail for killing. What the man? At least, you know what? But big ups to the mom, man. Condolences to the family of that young lady. I know it happened in 2022. And also condolences to this idiot family. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We gotta, come on, man. Come on, man. Now, I understand and I feel the pain of not being able to see your child, but this ain't the way of going about doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's shit crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. We I don't know, man. You know, I listen. Hey, I advocate for mental health awareness, man, and I do say we need therapy and we need to go talk to people. Like, and it's hard too because you have to make that decision yourself. You have to be willing and ready for that type of change to take place or for that type of guidance and deliverance to come into your life. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready for that. So, you know, if you're not ready for that and you still fighting demons and stuff like that, I do understand because I don't want to speak about any individual's specific or personal experience or situation or circumstance because it's different for everybody and it's hard. Um, and I know a lot of times when we hear these type of stories and we hear these type of things, like the other day when I read about the husband woke up to his wife stabbing, you know what I'm saying, they 10-year-old, 13-year-old, 16-year-old, and then she started stabbing herself. Same thing like here. He wanted to kill her and then kill himself. Like I'm just glad that the child wasn't around, you know, and this was afterward that he had enough sense not to do it while he was dropping the child off. But to do it just in open and broad daylight and people looking at you, you can't have that much hatred or that much disdain in your. I mean, don't get me wrong, but come on, man. Like mentally, what's going on? Like, come on, man. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Because like, this shit could have been worked out. You could have got some help. You could have got some type of guidance, some type of counseling. You know what I'm saying, to get over whatever. You know, it made you a better person. And guess what? You didn't have to be with her. You could have learned to grow to get past. You know what I'm saying, being with the mom to the point that the only thing that you focus on was developing a relationship with your son or with your child, or if it was a young girl. You know what I'm saying? If it was your daughter, like, come on, bro. Like, y'all, we gotta wake up, and then we gotta know, man. A lot of times we ride these trains, and even I done did it before, and we looking at these people, man, and we laughing at them when we making fun of, we making fun of them and shit like that. man, these people really have a lot going on with them. And don't get me wrong, some people be faking, some people do just be out there because they just be out there. But man, what about the ones that's not just out there? And then you got to think about this too for the ones that we think that's faking and ain't that fucked up. They got to be some type of mentally, you know what I'm saying, unstable to even want to be out there portraying that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to be out there portraying that? So within that, within itself, man, it's a lot going on in this world, you know. And again, man, I just can't speak enough to keeping everybody in your thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations, man. You know, because shit like this happens all the time, you know. And again, that's why when I was talking about that Atlanta father situation, where that brother left his kids in McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? And he kept coming back to check on it. I know that would have been some jaw dropping shit if you'd have came back and and found your kids gone. You know, and I get it. You trying to go, man, get money, 24, take care of the kids, shit like that. Trust me, I get it. I understand. I understand. Mm, I don't know, man. Mm, mm. Yeah, but it's a lot going on, man. A lot going lot going on. And I ain't shocked or surprised at this shit too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never shocked or surprised about anything that be going on out here, but this shit crazy. Hey man, let's lighten it up with some bullshit. Check it out. Jay-Z and Beyonce named in new Diddy lawsuit. Let's get it, y'all. Let's see what they talking about. It's wild ass Wednesday, man. Let me come back up, man. That shit kind of touched me, man. You know, all that shit touched me when that shit be fucked up, man. Especially when it's involving, you know what I'm saying, my melanated brothers and sisters, man. Like we and I'm not saying this shit don't happen everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit's gonna happen. You know, it's inevitable. The universe, karma, whatever you want to call it, you know, God, Jesus, whatever. Shit happens, right? But and we don't know and we don't understand why this shit happens, but we know it happens. You know, we can only speculate, guesstimate about why or you know what I'm saying, theorize about how we think or why we think this is going on in our society. You know, it's crazy, but we'll never know, man. We'll never know. So, but anyway, man, let's get into some wild shit. So, Jay-Z and Beyonce has been named in a new Diddy lawsuit. Andrew Tate is still under investigation for assaulting his ex-girlfriend. What? What the hell I got to do? That ain't got nothing to do with Jay. What? Oh, so I guess this was just some pop up shit. Just alerting people, man, that that's what's going on. Now, man, nobody care about that. I thought they was finna give us some juicy scoop shit, y'all. I thought they was finna give us, but you know we'll hear about it. Yeah, that was just a pop up alert, but you know we'll hear about it, man. Most definitely, you know we'll hear about it, man. I ain't hear about this, y'all. Check it out. Mass shooter who killed 6 people at the Covenant School has no grudge against the victims, but was fueled by a quest of notoriety. Hmm. And that's and again, let me read that one more time because I can not saying that I fuck with it, you know what I'm saying, but but you know what's going on, Bronze Bird? That's what people do nowadays. Mass shooter who killed 6 people at the Covenant School has no grudge against victims, but was fueled by a quest of notoriety. So you know, I know y'all watch these thrillers and these movies and shit like that, and you know how people want to be notarized and want to be famous and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's going on, Bronze Bird? Hey, yo. But yeah, but you know how people you know what I'm saying, they want to get notarized and shit like that, man, for notoriety. That shit crazy, man. You out here just killing motherfuckers to be killing motherfuckers, man. And again, y'all, it's fucked up world we live in. It's fucked up, crazy world. Let's get into the article, man, to see what let's see what's going on in the mind of the lunatic, man. Let's see. So Andrew Hale felt no hatred against anyone at the school where the former student gunned down 6 people. In fact, the 28-year-old relishes a fond memory of the Covenant School and wanted to die somewhere that made her happy, Nashville police said. What the fuck? Haley Bourne, what the fuck, man? Man, people is fucking crazy, man. People are crazy, man. People are fucking crazy, man. That is crazy. So Haley bore no grudge against the school or staff and considered them to be innocents and victims of a par with herself. The Metropolitan Police Department said the revelation came in a trove of new details releasing in a report by Nashville Police Wednesday, 2 years after Hale randomly slaughtered 3 teachers and 3 9-year-old children at the private Christian school. Excuse me. Shortly after the massacre on March 27, 2023, Hale gunned down by Hale was gunned down by police, leaving a myriad questions about the inexplicable killings that remain unanswered until now. After conducting interviews and reviewing Hale's digital devices, online accounts, artwork, and writings, detective managed to piece together the killer's preparation and motivation behind the gruesome attack. Okay. Hale attended the Covenant School in the early 2000s, from kindergarten through 4th grade. The former student denied suffering any emotional or physical abuse during this period, investigators said in a report obtained by CNN. She felt safe and accepted at the Covenant. Or her name Haley or Hale? Okay, I'm gonna say Haley. Okay, and made friends with other students, the report says. She considered her family life during this time as happy, with a positive relationship with both her parents and her brother. So this was a young lady. I didn't know this. I thought this was a guy. I'm finding out like y'all finding out. Hold on. For more than 16 years after leaving the school, Haley targeted the beloved alma mater due to the notoriety she would obtain, and because she had a personal connection to the school from earlier in her life. And God damn, and felt she had to die somewhere that made her happy. Police said, like, what the fuck did she write? This must have been in a journal. Like they say, they didn't got into electronic devices and all types of things, or writing the paintings or drawings, I guess, to figure this shit out. So while the killer identified, okay, see, and I knew I wasn't crazy. Here it go. I knew I wasn't crazy, y'all. No. See, yeah. So listen. So the killer identified as a male and used him as prepared as listen, hold on. Cause I could have sworn, I'm like, this shit. I remember the little boy that did this shit. So you mean to tell me, man, this is one of them people's in the community? And listen, I'm not being funny or saying it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's most definitely not what I'm doing. But because I didn't know this, you know what I'm saying? I always thought it was a fucking boy that did this, you know what I'm saying? So while the killer identified as a male and used him as preferred pronouns, Nashville police said, under Tennessee law, a person's gender identity must correspond with their biological sex, with information present on their certificate of live birth. And speaking of them certificates of live birth, so y'all, that's some bullshit. I like the way they put that there. So no one has a certificate of live birth. You can go down and get you a certificate of live birth, but you just have a regular birth certificate. It's a difference between a birth certificate and a certificate of live birth. And I like the way they put that part down in here, because regular people who don't know nothing would think they talking about a birth certificate. I was actually just speaking, well, not speaking, but a brother had posted some shit about this. And I was talking to him about it, you know what I'm saying? And he was, was giving me bits and information, and I was giving him the shit that I knew, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Cause I love when I read these articles, y'all, and we found out certain things together. So yeah, certificate of live birth, so again, let me read this. So under Tennessee law, a person's gender identity must correspond with the biological sex or with the information present on the certificate of live birth. So whatever you was when you was born, that's what the hell you was when you know what I'm talking about, what type shit. What's going on, big dog? So as a result, authorities describe Hale as a female in their 40 plus page report, because I always thought it was a guy. So it is a girl. So investigators discovered Hale left material behind intentionally to be found and analyzed, including her detailed plan to commit carnage in the school, with timelines, diagrams, and etc., Nashville police said. The publication of the writings would serve 3 purposes: to document her struggles with her mental health, to show how her mental health conditions helped her to execute the perfect plan, and to show others like her how to best plan and carry out an attack, the investigative report states. Now, this is the part that's getting me, y'all. The second part, her mental health conditions helped her to execute the perfect plan. Now, I don't know how they meant that or how they were trying to spin that, because when we go to court, sometimes, y'all, we like to plead insanity, or we like to say we got some type of how people go. And And a lot of people do, but sometimes that shit don't work when you're trying to plead that. A lot of times that shit don't work. That don't get you nowhere but more years. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you haven't had a history or a background or any other type of diagnosis and shit like that. And then now you want to prolong this shit. Now I got to bring in doctors. Now you want to bring it up. But hey, the system has its loopholes. If you can beat it the best way you can, because it ain't meant for us to be in that system no way. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's suggested and made for us to be in that system, but it's not meant for us to be in that system. If y'all know what I'm saying, we put ourselves there because we subjugate ourselves to this fucking media and propaganda that's going on out here in these streets instead of thinking about the shit that we do. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to the article. Okay, so it says in the days leading up to the attack, Hale started to transfer writings onto a thumb drive, so they could be found and studied. The report states notoriety was the motive. The report summarized: it is known that Hale and other mass shooters studied material from Columbine high schools prior to committing their attacks. See, and again, remember y'all before I started this shit, I was gonna get off into how you know how we watch these films, these horror films or these copycat films. And you know, a lot of people just want to be noticed and they want to get out here and do shit that they, you know what I'm saying, they look up to this crazy motherfucker as a hero. You know, they worship, you know what I'm saying, they deitize individuals for doing crazy type shit. And I, you know what? And I don't want to say crazy type shit because you know, because what we call crazy to a person that's got problems, you know what I'm saying, that shit's normal. So I'm not gonna say crazy, but some shit that might be unfamiliar to us, some things that we wouldn't probably typically normally do or we might see different because you know even with inside our everyday living, you know, we do things that other people don't do, you know, and other people cultures do things that we don't do, and then even inside of our shit, you know, we might do things that another family don't do. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, how you was raised, what you was taught, what you know, your upbringing and shit like that. But yeah, but you know, a lot of these killers, man, or copycat killers or whatever, they deitize these other individuals who may have done, you know what I'm saying, similar things. And you know, and they want the notoriety. It ain't really that they, you know what I'm saying, had a problem or nothing like that. But see, but then that like I talked about, some motherfuckers might play crazy, but we thinking playing crazy now something really wrong. Because why would you want to even put yourself in that type of situation to even express or show people that, you know what I'm saying, this could be you or this is what you're doing? Like, no, don't look at me like I'm crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. It could be a fail safe. It could be some type of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so she just wanted some type of notoriety, man, which is crazy, meaning she just wanted to be known. And that's what's up, you know. I guess she's getting her notoriety. You know what I'm saying? So Hale rated other mass shooters based on the number of people they murdered and considered those who killed a low number of people to be amateurs who weren't worthy of respect, Nashville police said. But Hale made expectations for those offenders with documented mental health history showing they had serious mental health diseases. Diseases. Oh my God. Mental health diseases or disorders. And she believed that they were too sick to formulate an effective plan to kill an adequate number of victims. Like, she really left all this shit behind, saying all this shit and wrote. Like, why would you do this type of shit? That's crazy if she left this shit. But these are the type of things that people do. You know, people do this type of shit. So, Haley wanted books, documentaries, and movies to be made about her life, and her attack. Police said. Um, the killer also wanted her firearms to be placed in a museum and wanted her bedroom to be left as it was when when the attack occurred as a memorial to her. See, like building a shrine and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. You know, I'm sorry, just different, unfamiliar to what I might be thinking it's my normal. That's wild. That's some wild ass shit for wild ass Wednesday, y'all. I didn't think I was gonna come across this, y'all. So, in a statement Wednesday, families of the victim, as well as children who were at the school the day of the shooting, said they would never be closer after a crime like this. No words can diminish the depths of loss we feel without Evelyn, Haley, William, Mike, Catherine, and Cindy. These were the people that were murdered. The shooter killed 3 9-year-olds, which is fucking ridiculous, man. Evelyn Dickus, Haley Scruggs, and William Kinney. 3 students were also fatally shot. Mike Hill, the custodian, and Catherine Kuntz. The head of the school and substitute teachers of Cynthia Pete. No facts can lessen the trauma and grief we have been bearing the past 2 years, the statement read. This report summarizes the reality we've been living with. That this was truly a senseless crime committed by a deranged, selfish, evil individual who relished the killing of innocent children. This report is bleak. We hope no one else has to go through. Eric Osborne, an attorney representing some of the victims' family, said the findings established beyond a doubt that our legal battle against the public release of the shooter's evil material is just appropriate and should silence any critics of our efforts. Please remember that these are real children and families who are suffering, who will never be the same. Osborne said said in a statement. Keep your focus on the victims and the survivor of that horrific day. Man, so. Yeah, that's true. It says Haley suffered from anxiety and social phobias, which led her to self-isolating more often than investigators' report said. Her isolation and loneliness led Haley to begin believing believing the only true fans she could confide in were her stuffed animals, who she felt would never abandon her. Police said, this all this shit was documented and wrote down. Don't get me wrong, man. You know, you find a safe place, but like, where the fuck was the parents at? Like, you didn't see that this girl was fucked up in some type of way. She already identified as you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. She assigned them names and personalities, took them with her whenever she traveled, and began creating cartoons and digital media, including stories where they demonstrated some of the same emotions she felt. Around 8 a.m., the morning of the killings, Haley left home carrying a large duffel bag which contained several firearm ammunitions for those firearms, tactical gear, and stuffed animals, the investigative report states. She also had with her a backpack containing 2 notebooks and assorted items. She loaded these bags in her vehicle and drove to a local gun range, authorities said. Once she donned her tactical vest and affixed magazine pouches to her belt, the vest was loaded with several spare magazines, an automatic knife, and other equipment. She then assembled and loaded 3 different She then assembled and loaded 3 different firearms. She then remained in her vehicle in the parking lot of the location for over an hour and finally left the location at 9:33 a.m. Haley then went to the company school around 9:53 a.m. and waited in the car for several minutes. During this time, Haley sent a goodbye message to a friend through an Instagram messenger, police said. And approximately at 10:09 a.m., she excited her vehicle, slung 2 firearms around her neck and shoulder, and approached one of the west entrances to the building. Haley's firearm included an AR-15 pistol, a semi-automatic AR pistol, a semi-automatic carbine rifle, and a semi-automatic pistol. What the fuck? After the deadly rampage, detectives searched Haley's vehicle and found several stuffed animals on the front passenger seat, along with 5 fully loaded magazines containing 5.56 millimeter ammunition, police said. In the front passenger floorboard was a backpack. Inside of the backpack were 2 notebooks containing handwriting sketches, along with 2 thumb drives. Investigators determined Haley was sane, but the evidence suggested worsening anxiety, depression, and rage. Like I don't see how investigators could say that this type of individual, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to excuse the behavior. And I know we've been reading this article for a while because this shit is crazy. But how can an investigator say that a person that wants to do all this type of shit, like, where the fuck did she get all this ammunition from? Ain't no motherfucking sane person. Come on, man. So before the massacre, Haley parents assisted Before the massacre, Haley parents assisted their child with obtaining mental health care despite them not being legally required to do so, the police wrote. But Haley chronicle my goodness, chronicled that she withheld information. But Haley chronicled that she withheld information from providers to prevent her from being stopped, authorities said. The killer often wrote about the level of secrecy needing to carry out the attack, including withholding information from the therapist, taking steps to delete browsing history, and concealing guns in ammunition, police said. Even though Haley's disappointment in relationships, career aspirations, and independence fuel her depression, and even though this depression made her highly suicidal, this doesn't explain the attack, police said. Won't you, man? Don't explain. Well, I ain't gonna say it explains the attack, but it obviously explains that she fucked up as an individual. And even though this only happened 2 years ago, um, as Haley wrote on several occasions, if suicide was her goal, then she would have simply killed herself, the report states. Throughout the writings and videos, Haley frequently commented that her death needed to matter and be remembered. Investigators learned that Haley felt chronic loneliness and disappointment. She felt abandoned and ignored by those she longed to befriend and engage with romantically, which angered her more than anything else. The report says she believes that simply committing suicide, she could be quickly forgotten and not even worthy of a footnote in history. She craved the notoriety Harris and Klebold attaining following the Columbine. So Harris and Klebold were the two guys that did the Columbine. So Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold were the teen gunmen who killed 13 people at Columbine High School in Littletown, Colorado. The 1999 massacre has been cited as an inspiration for other school shooters in decades since. Haley focused on how the Columbine killers documented mental health history and societal views were similar to her own, and how the notoriety they achieved following their deaths led to becoming gods in Nashville. Nashville police said. But they not gods though. Who gives? Nobody think about them crazy motherfuckers, man. I know I don't. This shit's crazy. Hey, this shit is crazy. And then listen, and they say how fucked up we are. And don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to compare that shit because, senseless bullshit and senseless violence and senseless killing and just doing dumb shit is part of everybody's community, man. These are things that I want people to understand. It's just more prophesized. I mean, not prophesized, it's just more propaganda and relevated to us. You know what I'm saying? So I remember one Saturday, man, we had a conversation about the N-word. And how we think that other people don't use that shit other places. Yeah, they might not. But I guarantee you they got a word for it. If they just don't flat out call you what the fuck we get called here already. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. We scrutinize and look down upon no matter where the fuck we go. And that's another reason why I took the time out to read this whole fucking article. Because, usually y'all, when it get that long, I don't even be want to read that shit. But you know what I'm saying? We got this little girl, well, he, him, you know what I'm saying? Looking up to these two white boys, man, that did that Columbine shit, and she looking at them as gods. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the shit that they, like, come on, man. It's fucked up. So Haley sought to become godlike Harris and Klebold by killing the victims. Nobody will forget children. So I guess she figures since nobody will forget the children, she would always be thought about and always be relevant in history because, people would say, okay, well, she killed them 3 9-year-olds and then it'll snap back into people's mind. But that shit is crazy and still insane. You know what I'm saying? So, like Harris and Klebold, held long for her name and actions to be remembered. Long after she was dead, police said. She openly acknowledged none of those she would kill were guilty of anything and denied any personal motivation for targeting them. Nashville police wrote instead the killer felt that their deaths were necessary to give her death meaning. Wow. Wow. She wanted the mental health to be a prominent topic of discussion and debate, investigators said. But then again, it couldn't. I mean, you still can. Now if don't get me wrong. So now it sounds like now you saying you went in there to kill these people and withheld information from counselors and shit that your parents had sought out for you. Are you saying that you did this shit to highlight mental health? She wanted her mental health to be a prominent topic of discussion and debate, investigators said. So, like, what did you do this shit to shed more light on it? I mean, if that's it, I mean, I guess you could say you accomplished something. So most disturbingly, she wanted the things she left behind to be shared with the world so she could inspire and teach others who were mentally disordered like her to plan and commit an attack of their own. Oh no. Yet Hill often complained how she didn't know enough about mental health history or motives or mass killers as nothing was publicly documented regarding their struggles, the report says. Nonetheless, Haley felt that she would be a failure if she killed less than 10 people during the attack, the report said. Haley took a guided tour of the school in 2021, claiming to be an alum who wanted to reminisce about her time in the elementary school, the report said. In reality, Haley was casing the school and discreetly photographing, and discreetly photographed different locations, the police said. CNN has reached out to the school for comment. Less than 2 years after the visit, Haley bust into her beloved former school, wielding an assault rifle and gunned down 6 people. Fucking crazy, y'all. Crazy, y'all. Mm, mm. Well, mm, mm, mm. We got some sick motherfuckers out here, man. There's some sick individuals out here, man. I just don't get it. I don't know, man. They say John Cena got cancer, man. I don't know. That's why this is last year tour. For all my wrestling fans, man, that fuck with John Cena, man. John Cena said this is last year. You know what I'm saying? Doing this shit. So they say he got cancer. That's crazy. Mm, 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 mm. Hey man, condolences and big ups and respects to John Cena. Now, I don't fuck with John Cena because he turned heel, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't like. Damn, Val Kilmer dead, y'all? Damn, when Val Kilmer died, y'all? Val Kilmer cause of death has been revealed by his daughter in an emotional tribute to the actor. I didn't even know Val Kilmer was dead. Shit. When did he die? So Mercedes confirmed to the press that her father, other credit included True Romance, and he died of pneumonia. He was 65. Kilmer's death become the struggles. The documented film in 20. I ain't know he was dead. That shit. I ain't heard nothing from Val Kilmer. I don't know how long, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. That's fucking wild. Mm, mm, mm. Well, that's it, man. That's day in the life. So what day did he die? Okay, so he died Tuesday. Okay, so he died Tuesday of pneumonia. He just died Tuesday. So yesterday, damn, he died yesterday, y'all. Val Kilmer died yesterday. They said he had pneumonia, man. Sending condolences out to Val Kilmer family, man. I remember when he played Batman. I ain't like him as Batman too much, but big ups to him, man. Damn, man. Hmm. It's a lot, y'all. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on out here in these streets, man. Hey man, big ups to everybody that tuned in tonight, man. That's tuning in, watching, man. Big ups to everybody, man. Hey, don't forget, man. Pull your phones out, share this publication with 3 more people. Tell them 3 more people to share with 3 more people, man. And let's get the people in the building. And don't forget,
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
like he said, man. Hey, y'all, and the people that I got on, man, don't forget to tune in, man. Every Monday through Thursday, man, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. Also, every Friday for Bearded Studios, man. Hopefully, man, I can get this guest in the building. If not, we'll still come in and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Talk music and play a little bit of music. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? 9 p.m. Central Time as well. You know what I'm saying? That's usually a 2 to 3 hour publication. So if y'all want to come in and stop through with me, man, and play a little music, man, and relax, don't hesitate to come in and do that. And every Saturday, man, from 11 p.m. to 5 in the morning, man, y'all know what we do. We spin music, we have good conversation, and we bring nothing but good vibes only. So make sure y'all coming up over here, man, inviting your friends and family, man, letting them know to sub up to the channel. Come over here and participate. Also, again, this is an open platform. This is an open forum. If anyone want to come hit the panel, man, and join me in any discussion, or if you want to change the discussion or you got something that you want to talk about that's not being highlighted, or that's not being put out there to the people, you're more than welcome to hit the link in the chat, man, and come in the building, man, and share a panel with your boy, and we can get to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. We're a family here. We accept all opinions, ideologies, and philosophies over here. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's done tastefully, and in the context of, you know what I'm saying, the intellectual discourse that takes place. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings, man. We can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? And come back tomorrow and still love each other. That's what it's about. You know, and learn. You know what I'm saying? Drop jewels, drop gems, man, come in and out and just learn and build. You know what I'm saying? This is a family structure over here on the channel, man. At least that's how I like to put it, you know what I'm saying? Or I like for it to be, you know, family oriented, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's about family. You know what I'm saying? And like Roscoe say, man, one more time, if ain't nobody told y'all today that they love you, hey, be in the conversation, love you, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, where my people at, man? Don't forget to hit that like button, man. Hit that like button.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Hey, man, and if you're watching, man, don't be afraid to comment and get into the chat and say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, most definitely, man. As I told y'all, man. Hey, I created this for everybody. I just didn't create this for me to come up here and just talk shit and for it to be therapeutic, man. You know what I'm saying? I created this for everybody. Hey, also, y'all, man, I know I don't do this a lot, but if you fuck with your boy, man, I got some membership packages, man. $3.99 membership. I got a $9.99 membership, and I got a $24.99 membership. With the little, you know, you get special emojis. You know what I'm saying? Each one has his own little perks. So what I'm gonna start doing. Also, I got a members only chat. So what I'm gonna start doing, man, some of this content I'm just gonna upload. You know what I'm saying, when we have real, you know what I'm saying, powwows or whatever. I'm gonna upload it and it's gonna be for the members only. So man, make sure y'all choose one of those memberships, man. More than likely, the $9.99 and the $24.99 membership will be the ones that are probably get most of the uploadable content. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that the $3.99s they not worth it, but you know, you'll still get your special emojis, your shout outs and things of that nature. But you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, the as you go up in the tier, you know, different things come. So, you know what I'm saying? The $9.99 would be a safe bet, you know what I'm saying? Because I still would have uploadable content for those who join that membership as well. So we're gonna start doing membership only videos. Where only the you know what I'm saying, where only exclusive members can come in and see what's going on and get into the conversation and build. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna have uploads where only members can see those uploads. So man, so just be tuning in for that. For that type of content, man. I think that's gonna be some great content that I'm gonna try to create and bring to the channel. It's still within the configuration of the structure what we got going on now. You know what I'm saying? Just with a little few different changes and vices. So it's just something to spice it up and bring something different to the members for those who sign up for the memberships. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it interesting for the people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so if you guys interested in doing that and rocking out with your boy, again, I got a $3.99 membership package, $9.99 and $24.99. Man, you'll be safe with the $9.99. But if you do the $24.99, I'm gonna make sure we make it worth your while. Most definitely, because all my people are important. Again, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers out there, man. You guys are number one in my book. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. And, man, we never did the Vommies, man. Me and L Boogie was supposed to do the Vommies, man. Build of the Month Awards, man. We never got to the Vommies. So I think I want to get back into them Vommies and really get my people's information and start shipping this stuff out. And getting shit out there to my people, man, or just randomly selecting people that be in the chat and you know, and hitting them up, getting their information and sending shit out because I do want to highlight, promote, and give flowers to, you know what I'm saying, the people that watch and the people that come in and view, because I think that's important. Engagement and interaction and also, you know what I'm saying, hanging in and being here for the 2 hour time that, you know what I'm saying, we socialize with each other over this internet. I think that's important. You know what I'm saying, to highlight the people that come in and support you. So, you know, I think I'm gonna try to get back into those Vommies. Again, I do this shit by myself, man. It's a lot. I've been slacking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to get other things going. But you know, we gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it. Also, man, help support the channel, keep the channel growing, man. If you don't get into those memberships, please hit the Cash App, man. It's scrolling down at the bottom, $BeardedBuckZ with a Z. That's $BeardedBuckZ with a Z. And for those in the back that ain't hear me, that's $BeardedBuckZ with a Z. You can also you can support and donate there, or you can hit the link that's pinned at the chat. Buy me a coffee. I like my coffee black with a bagel. You know what I'm saying? Sandwich in the morning. So you can either hit that buy me a coffee link and donate. And I also have membership tiers there as well. Or you can hit that Cash App and donate, man. Support the channel, help the channel grow, help the channel keep going. To be able to come and, bring y'all good information. And things of that nature, and good conversation, man, and just a place for us to network and build, and a safe place for us to come. This is really more about a safe place and networking building for people to come and feel safe and secure, and be able to have these type of conversations, or just to be able to read these articles, or just to be able to be up on present things that's going on out here in our economy and in the world today, not just in your city or state. And a lot of times, like I tell y'all, I read a lot of articles in different states and different cities, and also from my city, because guess what? If it's happening here, 9 times out of 10, we ain't gonna even say 9, we'll give it 7 times out of 10, more than likely, that idea is going to spread like wildfire once it get into the central government. And if it takes place here and it's working, you know what I'm saying, and it's about oppressing, guess what? When it get to your state, or when it get to a motherfucker ear that's over there, wherever you at, they're going to try to implement and put the same thing in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to highlight and read some of these articles. And again, like I tell y'all, I only read the ones that jump out at me. It's a slew of articles that I can read, but I only read the ones that I think is interesting that can jump out at me. You know what I'm saying? But again, I do also encourage people to come up to the platform, man. It's open. It's open. It's open. So I encourage that. You know what I'm saying, man? What's going on, everybody, man?
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Also, I want all my peoples, man, all my moderators, man. We want to send condolences. Well, not condolences, but we want to send our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations to the First Lady of Bearded Conversation, Miss Gigi. Her father was just rushed to the hospital not too long ago. So I'll keep y'all updated on that situation. The best I can without, getting too personal. But yes, Miss Gigi father was just rushed to the hospital, so hopefully he's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's nothing major. Nothing that they can't work out, get through. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to speak upon it without saying too much, if that makes any sense. But yeah, man, I hope that everything's okay with Pops and all, and man, he comes back home. So big ups to Miss Gigi, man. Let's keep her in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations as well, man. And anybody out there, man, any family member of anybody out there, man, that's going through some type of trial and tribulation, man. Big ups and condolences and respect. And we hope everything get better for you. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's what it's about, man. Hey, pretty much, man, that's it, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. And I love y'all, man. Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Hey, I'm going to end like how I came to you, man. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations, man. And don't forget these 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. One more time, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. I'm going to end it a little bit earlier tonight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So, man, with that being said, y'all know what it is, man. All superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my superheroes, all my Beardonians, and all my beautiful people.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a job. He won't even pay. Hard work and dedication. Ain't no judgment. We just having conversations. Ain't no need for fun.
Thank everybody for tuning in tonight, man, to another great episode of Bearded Conversation, man. Today was Wild Ass Wednesday. Again, don't forget to tune in every Monday through Thursday for Bearded Conversation, real men talk from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. And don't forget to tune in every Friday to Bearded Studios, 9 p.m. Central to 12 p.m. And every Saturday for Bad TV, y'all, Bearded at the Dark Television, where we spend all the artists that come in on Friday, man. We highlight their music, we put it on Front Street, and we spin. And also, we invite those that got music, or if you know somebody that got music, come on in and talk to us and send your music in, man. Get that wrench, put that link in the chat, and let's have some fun. Y'all know what it is, man. Same black time, same black channel. Talk black to me, y'all.
It is simple mathematics. Whatever you give is what you get back. Champagne and bubble bath. That is all fantasy. Niggas rather hear where the fuck you been or what it is you gon' be. See, real, no real. And this is not for the motherfucking fake. It ain't a radio station. And no one here hates. See, we give an opinion on what the fuck we heard. I can get annoying and probably get on your nerves, but you're gonna be okay. We here to brighten up your day. From the first day of June
to the last day in May. Hey, man, peace and blessings and love to my chat and to all my family, man, all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Peace and blessings to y'all, man. Without y'all know what I say. It wouldn't be us here on Bearded Conversation. We wouldn't even be here without y'all, you know? Hey, man, big ups and blessings, man, and the flowers. And big ups to my residential Dominican from the Dominican Republic, Mr. Cito Boy, for this relaxing, smooth outro groove. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what I like to say, man. Big ups to Dan Soul from the Bakery. Big ups to Lynn Chicago Pizza. Big ups to the Urban Lust Cafe. Big ups to the cafe where grown folks play. And big ups to the House of Health and Wellness. And one last thing, y'all. Hey, those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway. And we out. Hey, we out of here, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. When we come together, may we always meet on the level. Once we're in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always part on the square. Peace and blessings to the chat. Peace and blessings to my family. Hey, man, I love y'all, and we out. Peace.